Hello and welcome back. My name is Jack B, and as always, thank you for viewing my video. I've spoken to some elected officials over the years. One thing they have in common and they agree upon is that they do not like the moniker politician, because politician has a negative connotation to it. Like the old joke, how do you know when a politician is lying? Their lips are moving. Those to whom I've spoken prefer the titles of elected official and/or public servant. Both relate the roles of their position. One shows the people elected them, and the other asserts that they are in the position to help the people. It's a sad state of affairs when almost all elected and appointed officials are politicians, who are only in the positions to see what they can get for themselves. Their greed and ego are bad enough, but they continue to lament events that have occurred in the past, and they don't know why they occurred. It really puts the spotlight on their education and intelligence. The president ought to be extremely careful about his pontifications. He should be making truthful and accurate statements. This goes for both sides of the aisle. I'm just using the following as an example. I was watching Trump's latest televised meeting with Mark Carney at the G7 summit, and it turned out to be a typical Trump reality show clip, shooting from the hips, which ultimately shows the depth of his knowledge. Trump was going on and on, bemoaning the fact that Russia was forced out of the G7 group. He went on to say that if Putin was part of the G7, then the war in Ukraine wouldn't have happened. Plus, Russia has a lot to offer the group. Trump went on to blame Obama and Trudeau for kicking Putin out and said they were wrong to do so. But the true facts are as follows. 1. Trudeau was not involved and did not become Canada's PM until 18 months after Russia was kicked out of the G8, making it the G7. 2. The Canadian PM at the time of Putin's ouster was Stephen Harper. 3. The reason Putin was kicked out was because he invaded the Crimean Peninsula. 4. Also, to be a member of the G7 group, one's country should have large industrialized economies, which Russia doesn't. And finally, number 5, the member countries are to be a free democratic country, which Russia is definitely not. Therefore, Russia should never have been and should never be part of the G7. It's amazing that Trump was wrong on so many counts in this one topic. Trump and his minions should realign their thoughts. Putin and the CCP are enemies to our way of life. They are not our friends, and they have nothing to offer us. Both sides of the aisle continue to make intentionally false statements. It's as if there is a competition to place the blame on the other party. At this point, I suggest we know the issues already, and we don't want to keep hearing about them. We don't necessarily want to deal with blame, we just want a viable plan to fix the issues. Something that doesn't take care of the billionaires, that helps everybody equally. My question is, should we continue to punish people, or should we correct the problem? Unfortunately, politicians cause more trouble than they solve through their distractions and lies. The topics of concern are legitimate for both sides, but they get lost in the melee. The actions of the political arena are very similar to the actions around the recent protests. The core issues of the protests and the peaceful protesters are lost in the confusion caused by others. Whether it was protests in the 60s or today, there are many people involved who show up to protests that just want to disrupt and destroy. The antagonists have various reasons for being there. Number 1, they want to create anarchy. 2, they want to destroy property. 3, gangs come in and they loot and make money. 4, opposition groups want to start trouble for negative attention. Number 5, groups want attention to the issues and make the news. Number 6, and yes, outside agitators want to disrupt our American way of life. So the issue is how to support the peaceful protesters and let them state their concerns. At the same time, how do we separate the antagonists? Maybe the solution is a joint agreement with the protesters to identify the antagonists and allow them to be separated from the protest. But of course, the drama and action that the antagonists make the news. We can't allow assaults on police, we can't allow destruction of property, we can't allow people to get hurt, and criminals need to be punished. Well, these are my thoughts for today, and again, whether you agree or not, please confirm the information presented. Thank you. Until next time, take care and be safe. Bye. Ooh.